What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to go over how to stop watching porn. I know so many men that I talk to on Instagram and Facebook Messenger and even on YouTube and that send me emails. And the main question they ask is, how do I stop watching porn? And of course, there's so many different ways or different tools and resources and strategies you can really try. So I'm going to share with you guys personal experiences and personal suggestions that I believe that could work for you if you want to stop watching porn. I would say the first thing you need to do is to realize that it's not doing anything good for you. Okay, so you probably grew up in an environment where your elders always said stuff like, I do it to relieve stress, or I do it to, just have a moment to myself and it feels good and there's nothing wrong with it. Well, guess what? Studies are there. There's many forums online, like the full communities, with guys, thousands of them, sharing, how destructive this habit is, how it's destroyed their relationships, their ambitions, their drive, their motivation, and everything in the middle. So, how to quit watching porn. First of all, guys, if you like these videos, I release 2 of them on a weekly basis. So like, subscribe, comment, and share this with someone that you believe could benefit from this. Okay, so how do you stop watching porn? Number 1, realize that it's not doing anything good for you. Okay, having that awareness is the first step to help you stop watching porn. Okay, so realizing that it's not doing anything good for you, and realize that it's increasing your lowering your self-esteem, it's lowering your self-confidence, it's lowering your sex drive to have sex with a real woman, and it's making you anxious. It's making you have fear where you don't have the desire or the goals to want to have a real conversation, build a genuine connection with a woman because you're so attached to this habit. So the realization, having that awareness that it's not good for you, would be the first step to quitting porn. The second step would be is that to start resisting your temptations and your urges. So what happens, most of you guys are, evening time comes, or the time comes where you've been watching your Instagram Explore page all day and naked woman, and on Facebook, and evening time comes before you go to bed, you're super hard, and obviously you want to watch some porn, ejaculate, masturbate, ejaculate, and feel good and go to bed, because that's all you know. That's the only way you will ever learn to release all that sexual energy that builds up, right? And the only way you know is how to release it is through watching porn, masturbating, and ejaculating. So I would say the second step to quitting watching porn would be is to realize in those evenings, when you can tell that you want to open a website and go on the website, whether it's Pornhub or whatever it is that you're into, and you're about to get into it. So I would say the second step to quitting watching pornography is to resist your temptations, to not do what you were going to do that evening, to push it off to the side, to distract yourself. Tell yourself, I'm not going to do it. This is not something that I like to do. This is not something that I want to do. This is not something that makes me feel good when it's done. And simply make a decision and consciously push those urges and those temptations to the side, and read a book, journal, meditate, do a 5-minute workout, whatever it is. And some of the older videos I share is take a cold shower. Whatever it is that you can do in that moment, do it to distract you, to help you release that sexual energy in a different way. And over time, you'll get better at pushing it off, pushing your resistance, and resisting your temptations and your urges. So that would be the second step, is to literally not get into it. And that's how you start building self-control as well, okay? And the third thing I would say how to stop watching porn would be is, obviously, I call this mental food. To start reading about it, go online and go on these forums and read a book on, the destructive habit watching pornography is, how it's, literally rewiring your brain to think differently and look differently, and really just like literally changing your whole opinion on what actual sexual experience is with a woman. And so I think that's the third step, is mental food. So actually go read about the disadvantages and the dark side of pornography, and how it affects your brain and how it affects everything that you do, okay? Over time, if you continuously watch this if you continuously been watching porn for years and years and years and years, it really does affect how you think about women, how you think about relationships, how you think about life, and everything in the middle. So just to give you an overview, what I shared in this video is how to stop watching porn. Number one, to become aware that it's not helping you, become aware of how destructive this habit is, and to actually, just understand that. Number two is to push off your resistance and your temptations. To every time that you're going to be watching porn, push that temptation to the side, resist those urges. And that's the beginning of building self-control. And number three, how to quit watching porn is mental food. Mental food is giving yourself information, reading about things, reading about the dark side of pornography, how it's rewiring your brain to act different around women, it's lowering your self-esteem, lowering your confidence, lowering your sex drive, all these things. And as you read about these things, it'll start to give you more understanding and awareness around the habit, which will help you in those moments when you're trying to push it off, when you're resisting your temptations and your urges. So I hope this video helps. Like I said, I'm already releasing 2 videos a week on this topic, and there's going to be many other topics that I share as I continue to make these videos for you guys. So like, subscribe, comment on these things, and thank you for watching this video.